Fucking hell! It's the URL!
The URL?
Yes! The URL! Loads of new music. Loads of chat. Don't be a twat. Score in cats.
Shout out 7 Part 2. We have co-hosts. We're back. And I can't be more happier about this fact. It means I don't have to talk to you like relentlessly for 3 hours. You can hear others' opinions.
We can speak.
Well, yeah.
You can hear.
Go, Jim, go.
No.
Put it this way.
It's been a while.
Will come later.
Been a while.
Put it this way. You can go on about Psytrance. I can go on about Hawkwind and late 20th century science fiction, and you can tell us sensible things about sidechain compression and layering your bass kicks.
Yeah.
So, you know, there we go.
So there's something for everybody in the place tonight. Okay, so yeah, everybody is kind of happy that there are co-hosts in, and I don't blame you. I'm going to try and move the camera in a minute, people, because this is awkward as fuck.
It's weird, isn't it? Because we go...
Yeah, it's wrong as fuck. I'm going to try and sort that. So as soon as we
But
get
at the
the
end
video...
of the day, you know, profile isn't my best, you know what I mean? I prefer sort of, you know...
Yeah, I agree. So as soon as we get a video up, I'm changing this setup. Okay. Right then, people. I don't recall...
Some people are just blessed.
Where we ended up last week. Does anybody know where we ended up last week? Can anybody remember the last track from last week?
Nope.
No, me either. Oh, Jim, what?
Oh, wait a minute. No, wasn't it Unhinged Filth?
We did it on Unhinged Filth, but there was... I think did we play Iapetus before that? I'm pretty sure I said we'll start with Roman next time. I'm sure I did. Anyway,
correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah, please. If
somebody sort of go back and watch the show the last sort of 2 minutes, and then you can tell us what went on.
Yeah, somebody who's paying attention. Somebody who actually watches the show. Oh, I'm remixing.
As you normally do. There we go. That's problem number 3.
There we go. If that's all the problems, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Right, you listen to Roman for 5 minutes. I'm going to try and sort this shit out. No, honestly, because when we talk, do you see how it pulls it down?
Yeah.
It might be a touch loud, but honestly, as Oliver said, OBS lies. OBS lies. Right, you listen to Roman for a minute.
vary slightly.
And also it's thin.
Yeah.
So it's like a single square wave with a chorus and some distortion on it. Why not layer that if you want that chorus, make it really make it sound fatter as well. Make it stand out more in the mix and not stand sound
Maybe
so thin.
start out
But
thin.
maybe that's a personal preference.
I can tell you why it's sounding thin. He's doing it on one of these.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We can't do that then.
No, not very well.
Is that just made on one of them?
Yeah, literally. This guy makes it
That's
on
wicked.
an
But there you go. You
EMX.
see, it was anthemic in sounding, but slightly thin.
Yeah. But that's
So-
like you say, that is the EMX, isn't it?
The EMX is thin. It's a virtual analog engine. The drums are pretty weak unless you split them down and add effects to them afterwards. Honestly, why I like the EMX, I don't fucking know.
A good brain.
It was until the clock decided to become a prick.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
what you're saying is that's a remarkably anthemic track made on relatively limited equipment.
That's exactly what it is.
Round of applause.
Round of applause. So where are we landing on that? I know Jim doesn't score. We have thumbs up, thumbs down.
yeah, it's a thumbs up.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lindsay's.
I'd have a little bounce around.
Oh,
It's
God,
not
yes.
my kind of thing that, I'm not really into leads, am I? Let's face it.
This is true. This is true. Yeah, I think it's rimming an 8. I think it's quite an 8 because
Just rimming.
just rimming an 8 because, like Lindsay says, it could do with a bit more variation and stuff. But yeah, good track. So yeah, we're off.
We are.
Just tonguing the edge of an 8 there, mate.
Literally. This is Blazing Bottom. It's a fucking. Hey, hold on. What's going on here?
It's Exit World. I like Exit World.
Oh no! Don't do that. Oh,
Oh, why not?
he's making music with fruit.
Well, he's using them as electrocapacitors. Or
He did this last time. He sent one in like this last time.
It's really quiet.
It is stupidly quiet, isn't it? I'm hoping it's going to kick off once he actually kicks into the track. But I don't think so. Well, this definitely needs a master. Okay, we've been on 9 minutes. We've got 100 messages already. Clown rocks.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be massive play. That kick's gonna fucking. Somebody give me some feedback on the sound, please. Thank you, Mad Dog. Audio is good. I'm just like, is it an effective way to make music? Do you think? Effective.
Really nice.
No. It's a novelty thing, right?
It's fun.
It's fun.
Looks like its longevity is not going to be.
No.
It's not going to be up to a whole gig, is it?
No,
It's just going to be pulp.
I literally was about to say that rotting before he gets to the end of the gig.
It's sort of like the vegetable equivalent of a ribbon controller, isn't it?
See, now that appeals. I miss my ribbon controllers.
I don't know, it's obviously using it to trigger note on. It's a chemical reaction you're making, isn't it?
Which has been putting pressure on them and sort of, I don't know.
I think it's to do with
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's a chemically driven thing.
Yeah. It's just
What you do, varying the resistance.
Yeah, it acts like
So it's a bit like a touchscreen then. Sort of spherical touchscreen. Sticky chemical
I don't understand
touchscreen.
so my explanations are probably way off.
I know, they would tell us.
first time we've had co-hosting for nearly a year. It's the most silent URL so far.
We're listening! We're fascinated by the fruit.
Yeah, it's also when you've got video, you've got to remember it pulls me in. Like,
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I kind of separate music and video quite a lot. I like to listen to music without any video going on because it changes the perception of the music. And I like to listen to just music.
That's exactly
And that's
right.
exactly why. It's because when there's video there, you watch, you won't get much out of it because I'm just watching the video. That's why I don't have a TV.
We're technically interested, that's the thing then. Yeah, that's true.
It makes me angry. TV, so.
I shouted it.
Yeah, especially when the news is on. Yenti, this is Blazing Bonsai. Right, we give him a good full whack at that tune. It is another minute or so long, but I think we get the idea.
It's spooky, it's driving.
It's like speeding up spiral techno.
Yeah, it's almost got a little bit of a Psytrance feel to it as well.
Yeah.
Because of the sort of spooky noises.
Yeah.
I like the fruit element, but it is a gimmicky thing. I don't know, like you say, a whole gig's worth of it. I'd like to see you do a whole gig's worth of that.
Yeah,
That would be
gig's worth of
impressive. Yeah, just start on the fruit and then
Yeah.
move up, you know?
You want different kinds of fruit.
Yeah.
Maybe some vegetables.
Yeah.
No, we don't want to be vegetalist.
No, we don't. No ist.
Maybe some fungus because we're not quite sure where they fit with everything, so
Ooh,
they
there's a
don't want to
point.
exclude them.
Nice big flare Garrick as the centerpiece. We've just planned a set for you, fella. Yeah, not bad. Gonna give you a 707. Does need a little bit more variation to it. It is definitely rig techno.
I don't know about variation, man. There's a lot going on.
It's a bit busy.
It's kind of, but it's also a bit kind of just monotonous.
Yeah,
It's kind of, there's a reason for construction in tracks, like, yeah, but especially if you're going to be releasing stuff.
Yeah, emotion.
It gives and it also gives DJs a chance to put into and mix.
Yeah.
You've just got a track going full pelt for 5 or 6 minutes, and then
That's
there's
it.
not any real
Emotion.
Yeah, and it's also the construction of a track should be musical so that it can be followed, so that it makes sense when it's going to stop and start.
Yeah,
You
that's
know, as
exactly what
Lindsay
you say.
So repetitively says
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
time.
predictive.
That annoys her about some of my music is that because I only mix my own music, it's all right for me to do stuff that's
Wild.
mathematically different.
Yeah,
Has
that's
bit
it.
bits
'Cause you
everywhere.
know.
I'm thinking,
So
I haven't got a
know
clue
where
what's
they
going
are.
on.
And I know that after the break it will make sense, but
Yeah.
it'll just make everyone's heart leap a little bit, which Lindsay really doesn't like.
No, it causes me anxiety because then I go, yeah, here comes a drop, and then I look like a complete idiot because it isn't.
No, it was about half a second before.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But that whole that's what it's for. It gets people going, you know.
Yeah, that's it.
If you just have that monotonously, it doesn't keep the interest going.
Yeah, Warren calls it call and response.
Yeah,
And it's
you
right,
need all those
you know.
things in there.
Yeah.
You need call and response. You also need call, response, and embellish, mutate. Give you stuff progression. So you've got your big picking bit of your track. Strip it back. What have you actually got there? What can you take away to get there? Even if it just means dropping notes out of your acid line. So
Yeah.
you just start off with bowl.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah.
Big fan of that.
Bowl.
So
Yeah,
just
you
adding
just start
elements.
adding bits all together.
Yeah.
And so you've got somewhere to drop back to and somewhere to start from.
Yeah.
So I suppose
You've got a journey in
it was
there.
really good as an art piece, if you see what I mean. You know, it's like I'm playing with fruit, and it's
Yes.
and you can
Yeah.
dance to
Yeah.
it.
But
Yeah.
it just sounds well stomping.
This one or the last
The
one?
last one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it needs to be constructed into something that people can sort of follow.
Yeah, and the bass heads would have had their heads in the speakers, so, you know, yeah, what can I say?
Iapetus, did we not play yours last week? Let me just go and check to see what tracks we did play last week so that I can confirm or deny this.
It's got sort of warped 8-bit feel to it.
I'm not sure if this just sounds loud compression goes. It sounds really quite heavily digitised, but
That's what I was meaning about the sort of
totally
8-bit
ignoring
sound.
production values and just going, oh, that's
Yes, mate, you're totally correct. I will play yours now.
quite unhinged little tune.
Oh, this is Oscar Leon, Droid Doratu. This guy's stuff is... It's really, really good. It's a little bit fuzzy and muddy sometimes, which I think this one's suffering from, but it's really unique. It's really unique.
Yeah.
It's live.
Is it?
And it's got construction. This is
Oh, this is part of his Clownfest 5 stuff.
it's really not my kind of thing, but yeah, funky as fuck.
It is. Definitely funky.
Tapping my toes.
Jigging.
Yes!
I'd be at the front live actually. Got a buy-in. It's
Yeah,
my
that's
sort
good.
of thing actually.
I think he's got a couple of electrobes and maybe a base station
Sort of
2 or something.
festival-y vibes.
Yeah, yeah.
Go down well at it's dirty little festivals.
It's quite
dirty.
playful.
That's the way I was just going to
Yeah,
say that!
yeah, it
I'm
is,
literally
yeah.
just going to say that.
Cheesy without being cheesy.
Damn, that's funky.
Yeah, Alan Crawford says the same thing. Everything sounds crushed as fuck or are my ears fucked. No, we did
Yeah,
say it's got a muddy element to it.
It does sound a bit crushed.
But we like what's going on.
Give me content over production every time. One of my favourite bands is Dinosaur Jr. and my biggest complaint is the production's awful. If you ever go and see them live, you'll see exactly what I mean, because they take your face clean off.
Yeah.
The recordings don't do them justice, but
Yeah.
you listen to them because you love them.
Yeah, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. I've seen them, yeah, I've only seen them once, but yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely amazing live.
I get the feeling, yeah, he's put the whole thing in. 13 minutes long. We're not playing 13 minutes. There are over 30 tracks in the thread tonight. I'll be very surprised if there are 3 people sat here at the end of the show this evening.
Yes.
Yes, David Johnson, Muddy McMudderson is definitely in the house. But it's still like an 8-track, even though it is muddy as fuck, you know?
Just not going to mark on production.
Yeah.
Especially seeing as it's live, because I always a bit more like I always feel a bit bad if I've been going on and on about production and then it turns out it was a live recording and I'm like, oh shit. And pretty much everything I've just said just doesn't really count.
Shot yourself in the foot, like.
Yeah, well, you know, especially if you've recorded something just because you're in the moment.
Yeah.
It might not be properly set up and mixed. You know, but that wouldn't matter if you were playing a live gig. Rigs are much more forgiving.
Yeah. This is something we were chatting about the other day,
As long
actually.
as you've got relevant levels roughly right, and it's sounding good coming out of your stereo up really loud, there's a good chance it'll sound pretty much alright on the rig.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll still be able to tell the difference between a well-produced track, but it won't. The main mistake people make when getting tracks rig ready is allowing too much stereo into the sort of lower frequency range. Anything below 140 Hz is going to be crossed over into mono, and you can get several different effects depending on how that sound system's rigged to sum that mono.
Yeah. Bass head design says it just needs brightening up, but it is solid, and it is solid.
Or half of it, or it can multiply it together and just make the bass drown out your music. Hey!
Remember when we went to Aaron Quartz's thing with the big purple system?
Yes.
That thing just knew how to hug frequencies. Like, honestly, I sounded amazing. I've never sounded that good anywhere else. If the rig's good, you're off to a fucking flying start, you know? You really are.
Never sounded anything but awesome through these guys.
Billy Dredd says, Linz, did you see Toya's take on that Hawkwind
Yes,
tune?
I did.
And what are your thoughts on that?
It captured the original Stacia moments of Hawkwind. Stacia was 6'2", built by like a Valkyrie, covered herself in body paint and would dance naked on stage. And Toya, despite the fact that she has somewhat diminutive stature, sort of captured the weirdness because she was covered in body paint and mostly naked. However,
Has a bill.
yeah, it wasn't the best version of Silver Machine I've ever heard. But it was fun. And let's face it, everything they do is fun. This Sunday afternoon thing they do. And they only live down the road anyway, so.
Okay, so for the last track, Oscar, I'm going to give you a solid 8. Like Matt said, the tune needs a bit of brightening, but the track is there, you know.
Yeah, it's playful.
Yeah, it gave me bass face, moved along nicely. Just remove those dirty edges to it, and you've got a really nice track.
What you're recording on to get that, because that sounds like a recording issue.
Crushed, yeah. It might be an upload issue to SoundCloud, maybe.
Yeah,
I doubt it though.
Yeah, that does sound a bit more like it's at source though.
Yeah. Okay, so expect us coming up next. Unfortunately, he won't be in Clownfest 6. And after you listen to this, that will be a disappointment to you as well. This on an Yamaha RMX, which nobody likes.
This mic sounds a bit low. Is that better, Billy?
Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, the register and thing. PK Collins in the place. Fucking hell, this is awesome!
Hey!
Yeah, sorry, Dean. Unfortunately, Expectus won't be. He's moving studios and stuff, and I can't expect him to bash out a 20-minute set if he's moving studios.
You had a feeling PK like this.
It's proper techno.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm strict too.
Oh, this is just a fact. There's war over here. Literally. This is not his Electron kit. He's got a lot of Electron kit. Electron?
Yeah, this is wicked. Who's this?
The Expectus. I'm sure it is. Just make sure. Played Clownfest 5.
Yeah, seen it.
Yeah, Expectus. Yeah, you've definitely seen one disco.
Honestly, PK did actually watch it.
Ah, thank you, Jim.
It took a while to get round to it all, man. That's a lot of viewing. Like that is like, jeez, if that was an actual real festival set over 3 stages, you'd be like, oh my god, just a 1-day festival over 3 stages.
Yeah.
You'd be like shredded at the end of that.
Yeah.
We wouldn't even need to be an all-nighter. You can finish at midnight and everybody just collapse where they are.
It is happening, Jim. It is happening. And it probably will happen next year. I don't think anybody's willing to take the risk this year. It's yeah.
Right, I'm hoping, got my fingers crossed that Malta in September is going to go ahead on the Chepstow race course there. Go and look at Malta Festival and feast your eyes on one of the most magnificent rave events that happens in the whole, well, anywhere.
They've got you now, Jim, so they can make that boost.
And yeah, now they've got me this year. So
It's one of the only festivals.
that is it. Oh, fingers crossed. It is, oh, I can't believe you haven't done Malta. You loved Surplus, you'll love Malta for exactly the same reason. They do what they do and it's shameless and they don't give a shit. It is what it is. It's a techno with a K festival. It actually is just a rave festival, but yeah. You like your techno with a K, this year they've actually got a techno stage with a CH. Oh, things is going to get serious.
I'm guessing you've not got a day or time slot or anything like that yet.
No.
Oh, that is the end of it. No. Right, well that was too short.
It's good though.
That was wicked.
It was very,
Yeah.
very good. You can tell when it's good because like when a track makes us silent, where they're like deeply listening to it, you know, or going, oh, I don't know about this. But when a track makes us talk between ourselves and it's fun, you know that the track's hit where it needs to. Gonna give you 8.5 on that one. Don't really know what I do to improve it because it sounded really fucking good. Oh, a bit too short.
Yeah, you already said it.
Yes.
Top work.
I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, we'll have
It was
some of
really
that, definitely. Yeah, a bit gutted. You're not going to be playing Clownfest 6, actually.
Yeah, like totally. A few people have pulled out because of. Oh, we played that last week. We might end with that again. Yeah, a few people have pulled out, unfortunately. But it ain't no thing because there's loads more people that want to play. So
Smoking with a mic on is not the one.
No, I know. I'm going to set fire to the little sort of foamy bit on the
Have you seen this man?
That's why no one can
Dark,
hear me.
never seen him. He got a new prosthetic body somewhere around here, I believe. I wouldn't know that. Nobody around here can afford a new body. Have you seen this man?
Who dis?
new name. Andrew David Parle, P-A-R-L-E.
Andrew David Parley.
That'll do. Just Juice, Imperial Flux. Warning, do not watch if you suffer from epilepsy.
Let's find out, shall we? It is one of those, isn't it? Can get you at any age. Really? I think so, yeah.
I think we're pretty good.
Yeah.
I put my brain through. I'm pretty sure of it.
Let's even pick up harmonics.
That what that bringing is.
Sometimes track frequencies are just so loud.
Yeah. It's a bit frustrating. You can't jack it up here in the studio.
We did try with headphones, didn't we?
It just horrid. It was absolutely awful. And I don't know whether to turn that one off or that one off because the mics are still going to be.
They are quite directional, these, aren't they?
In fact, Lynn, you're sat in the bass zone, so you're probably the only one out of us that can hear the bass.
Okay, fair enough. Not there's a huge amount of bass in this track.
Well, again, it might be because we got it low.
Got a new prosthetic body somewhere around here, I believe. I wouldn't know that. Nobody around here can afford a new body.
Sure.
Yeah, I bet you guys can hear that Dublin.
Yeah. Fanny says, loving the track, and I thought you would. Sammy says, this the melody. Yeah, it's a bit too melody for me-ish.
I like it. I'm just
Sounds like old acid house.
yes, old acid house without a consistent dancing beat.
You reckon?
It's pretty repetitive beat-wise.
You make it consider yourself. Fall to the floor or nothing else.
Two-bar loop.
Kick to it.
Yeah, I don't really know what to make of it.
That's where I am on it as well.
It's a good track.
It's a pretty clever track.
Have you seen this man?
I appreciate what's listening to it. It sounds
New prosthetic body somewhere around here.
Yeah.
purely.
Nobody around here can afford a new body.
So is it an A or a yeah?
It says it's really well made, really well produced.
Again, I like it, but I don't know what to do.
Yeah. It's falling around about 70 for that purpose.
I don't know the choices for it.
I know, and well, I'm sticking to my guns on this one. Okay, so yeah, interesting track. Please put some more in. Very
Yeah.
light.
It's light.
The 7 is literally because we couldn't place it. You know, you confused us, all of us, which is a bit odd.
It's not hard to
sort of
confuse
sits
us,
in that sort of. There's quite a bit of UK sort of music like Plaid and Pilar and a few other people doing that sort of avant-garde electronic music, and it sits quite well in that genre. It's not even really a genre, but it sits quite well with those sort of
name I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good comparison. Good
Same
comparison.
again, you know, it sits well with those sort of people, records and all that.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
would fit a treat.
But that's the thing,
It's
you've
not
got something to
I would
compare
have
it
in my
with.
collection.
I've got nothing I can compare it with. I've never really heard anything that I can actually say, well, yeah, that
sounds
fits into
like that.
And that's what I'm saying, I don't know what to do with
music
it.
that would sit
Right.
very well with, you know, but if that would
My
be
music
in
seems to just go
collection,
dum 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 dum. My entire music collection is just dum dum dum.
I appreciate the work that goes into putting that sort of level of detail. You know.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying, I can appreciate it. Right.
Right, this is the track we've missed. So, this is Iapetus. This is Amy's ex-boyfriend. I'm sure he loves me saying that every time. And I'm sure if she was here, she'd reiterate the story of how he took a script to Jeff Goldblum to read, and Jeff Goldblum went, I don't read scripts. Anyway, so but she's not here, so we don't have to tell that story.
No, okay.
Listen to his music.
I like his music.
Yeah, I do as
A lot
well.
of it's liquid drum and bass, and I like liquid drum and bass.
It's not liquid drum and bass this time. No, he's gone for some sort of hazy vibe.
It's got the same feel of
As
the
the
liquid drum and bass,
yeah,
but it's just
absolutely.
got that different sort of
Plod.
Yeah.
Go on, Jim.
It's very commercial and accessible.
Yeah, it is very. That's it. That's my. It's commercial.
And I would listen to this, but I have got music rules.
I'm loving the fact that we've got other people in, because if somebody agrees, then somebody else can disagree. You know, I don't have to be complimentary all the time.
Yeah, I think they use cheese.
Oh yeah. Depends on the mood.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Most of the time I like space rock, stomping techno, drum and bass, and every now and then. And it's not even cheese. This is what's the word? This is brie. This is mellow cheese.
Yeah, it really is.
It's got an evocative, emotional feel to it that I like.
It's not camembert, that's right.
Yeah, no, it's not stinky gorgonzola, right?
Speaking of which, DOP in the fridge.
Just don't open the fridge door.
It's not open yet, but it's safely sealed.
Hermetically.
I doubt it will be when I get home, maybe.
Darren
And I know that Mark hates girls' voices on tracks.
I do. Well, no, I don't hate girls' voices on tracks. I hate it when they do that just warbly. It's like, oh man.
Halo. That song is like a cheese grater on my teeth.
Halo.
Halo.
Oh no. Yeah. Awfully commercial track.
Where she goes, did you have to do that again?
Whereas the vocals on this
Kills
are sweet.
Yeah, apparently they come from Loop Cloud, because Darren Cole's used them. Loop Cloud. Darren Cole's used them before. Yeah. Iapetus.
Iapetus, by the way. It's pronounced Iapetus. Put an emphasis on the E at the start.
But I'm just going to say people's name wrong the entire of my life.
I'm going to constantly try and educate you.
It's not going to happen. Zen says we should shut up. I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, I think it said taped us, so there you go.
There you go.
Oh, it does say we're ducking the music too much. All right, okay, fine. I'll try and sort that out. In fact,
Yeah, we'll just shut up a bit more.
maybe we'll mute the thing and we'll just come on after things talk.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be a bit.
It was a
weird.
good track. I liked it.
I didn't.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
It was around about a
Sorry.
7 for me, but probably even less than that. When you do liquid drum and bass, you do it really, really well. The other stuff is it just passes me by.
Which is ironic, really,
Meh.
because it sounds almost
Yeah,
exactly the
just
same.
it's
The
kind
structure is identical. It's just the beat is different.
Yeah, absolutely.
God, we're
Right,
so fickle.
aren't we just? You know. Right, let's.
You like what you like, though, don't you?
Yes, that is very
Absolutely.
true, and you can't. But you know,
No offence taken in not liking anything.
no. Well, this is my whole ethos. You're allowed to not like something, right? That's the way it is,
niche
yeah.
market within a niche market within a niche.
Yeah,
market
absolutely,
now, and it's like there's probably 99.999% of people on this planet are going to listen to my music and go, "Oh my fucking days, what is that?"
Yeah, absolutely, and they're allowed to. Right, let's see if we can sort
Yeah,
this. 2, 1, 2. No, it's still doing it.
Yeah, it will do.
1, 2, 1, 2.
There you go.
1, 2, 1, 2. Ah, yeah, you're alright. You're alright. 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, so I've kind of fixed the ducking a bit, I think. Enough of the track that we can talk now, or not? Jim said, nice bit of funky techno, and then Lindsay agreed with him.
Yeah.
And then I'm reiterating it to you.
Yeah.
Now let's move on. I like this turning the mics off. We get to have private jokes.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
It's a warm-up track, as Jim said.
Yeah.
It's something
Warm
that you
the rig
play
up,
at the start of the
end of the
evening.
night.
Yeah. And then,
Or as a refresher in the morning when the sun comes up.
oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
true.
When it's all got really heavy and like you can see people are just fading, like just a refresher in the morning.
Yeah.
Although that's what I quite like bassline house for. It just sounds right when the sun comes up in the morning. Someone comes on with some wibbly wobbly funky shit.
Okay, so apparently the ducking is not happening as much. Can you still hear us over the music?
So it's about to finish.
Yeah, we're trying to strike a balance here.
Yeah. And it's been a while since I've had any technical fucking anybody in the studio.
So much to say.
I told him which button to press.
Are you sure, Jim? He's like, yeah, smart, just do it. I'm like, all right. And it turns out he was right. Yeah. Anyway, nice little funky track.
Yep.
I guess again, rimming an 8. I think for me, rimming an 8, a little bit slow.
Again, I'm not going to mark it because I've just stopped marking things.
It's easier that way.
It was nice, but it
was
isn't my
nice.
thing.
Yeah.
It's I'm not over keen on techno that doesn't excite me.
Yeah.
If you see what I mean.
Yeah,
And that
yeah.
was nice, mellow techno. And
Yeah.
I get it. I get why people
yeah,
are
no,
into it.
absolutely.
Not my thing.
Yeah, it's not my thing.
Yeah.
If I want to chill, then I'll listen to Iapetus tracks.
And most of the techno I listen to, I think, would be classed as challenging.
Good description, Jim.
This is it. Yes.
Why wouldn't it be? I mean,
No, absolutely.
I don't go to.
I want my audience to suffer
anymore. I've grown out of that a little bit. You know, it's been a bit more challenge to it. So the same goes for my listening stuff. You know,
I've gone the other way.
I've got beautiful music, but there'll still be so much detail that you can listen to it a million times and hear it.
Okay, fair enough.
Birdroid says, how can I rate it so soft?
Yes.
Yeah, soft.
That's because
Techno tickle. Yes, Jason.
Wind off a roof. Wind going through the leaves of the moss.
David Johnson says, yeah, I'm no expert on anything, but I can say nice things about music I don't know myself.
Yeah.
And as I said before, at the end of the day, it's just personal preference sometimes.
Absolutely. Which is why it's such a hard job doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
My
It is.
Yeah, it's
Gosh,
terrible, yeah.
it's worst job in the world.
absolute torture.
Getting to listen to all this wonderful new music that nobody else has actually heard yet, apart from the person who made it in the first place. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
Mark, is that something?
Triangulating on the servers. The wind, BPM of the wind, BPM of the wind, BPM of the wind, BPM.
This is a bit odd.
This is very odd.
This is very odd.
BPM,
Yes.
the wind,
I really like it, actually.
Of course you do.
the wind, BPM.
This is
Can be listening.
Yenti says it needs some mastering though. Would definitely trip to this.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's it. This is me not actually at the stage. This is me back in my tent,
Yeah.
listening to what's being played on the stage.
Yeah.
Just
It does sound like an
spacing out.
echo of music rather than music. It's really
Yeah,
weird.
it's odd.
I can do a wicked techno version of this.
Can I start not marking things too?
Yeah.
Right, some production advice would be to drop that cymbal a little bit before you master that, because you're going to find everything keying into that, and that bass you've got there is quite subtle. You can afford to bring that up quite a lot without it still not be overwhelming in the track.
I couldn't even hear any
If you
bass.
want to cut
No, I
that,
couldn't.
yeah, it's like whoop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, because my comment would have been, can we have a sort of whoop bass?
It was.
Which
I
it
think
was.
it sounded like a distorted 808, pitched quite high, not too
Okay.
long.
Alan Crawford says feels like one long big breakdown. 7 cats.
Yes.
I'd have to agree with you entirely
Yes,
on that one.
Yeah, it's a long breakdown. But having said that, it's a spacey track that you could space out to. So,
Odd.
Quite liked it. It was quite anxious.
It was very. Was very.
it didn't make me anxious.
Right.
Maybe once more.
And again, that's a new person to the URL. Cat work.
Yeah, more, please.
More. Yeah,
I
definitely.
liked it.
Because there's no point of just hearing one aspect of what you produce.
Work's done, load off.
You need to be able
And
to
with
hear a
50
range,
free spins,
get a feel for what your style is.
Jesus. Oh, hello. It's like fishing, right? Yeah. Oh, you got a bite, you got a bite. Oh, what's this? What's this? Anyway, we'll shut up and let you listen to this. We'll chat about it in 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
That was very Osric Tentacles.
Yeah, very
as I
Osrical.
said.
Oh, yeah.
Osrical. Yes.
It was very Osrical.
Jim made a new word.
Yeah.
20 years ago, I'd have been all over that. 'Cause I
Yeah.
was really into Osrics at the time. Now, I don't know. My tastes have changed. I still like it, but not as much as I did 20 years ago.
I still think it deserves.
And it did sound better than Osrics.
For me.
Yeah, let's
It's
not talk about
terrifying,
that.
isn't
Let's
it?
not talk about
30
that.
years ago, man.
Yeah, I
It
really,
could
really
be
like
30
that.
years. I lose track. This is the problem.
It is.
The decades just drift by.
Unfortunately, they do. I'm going to give that solid 8.5. It was good. Driving, like you say, reminded you of the past a little bit, but still had an element of
Gonna lit my lighter
future.
again.
So yeah, I really, really like that one. It was a little bit Psytrance-y, but there ain't nothing wrong with a bit of Psytrance-y if it's got pace and emotion.
No, there isn't. There we go. And no triplets.
Yeah, no.
Which reminds me, I
triplets.
need to have a damn good rant to you about triplets.
Me or
Yeah.
just the viewers?
No, just you.
Oh, okay. Okay, next up, Into My Arms, featuring Robin, somebody, produced by Paul James. Oh, this is the dude whose production is just next level. And kicked off. Yeah, off the chart.
He's got that. This would be a hit for clubs.
Yeah.
Yes, Faddy, we can definitely make a no triplets night.
I'd like to say it's a no
There's a difference there between triplets when applied to playing hard signs.
That doesn't go.
This is very nice. It's very accessible.
Yeah.
Very commercial.
Yeah.
It's even got that Mediterranean feel to it.
Thing is, like, everyone does this.
Yeah.
I do. It's really big. For me, that's what I think it is about commercial stuff. It makes me just go, eh. You know, there's no. If that's really what you're going for, then you're nailing it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's not a nail,
absolutely.
I
That's
don't
it.
know, money, but I mean, for me, I think that's my issue. Is that sometimes it's probably about stretching and doing something different. Music has to change.
Yeah.
But not always. As I said, he's trying to
music
catch the
develops, then it
feel.
does stagnate, then it doesn't change. I like most of the bands I make their albums really brilliant. When you think about the Kinks, yeah, you can go right back to the early stuff that I've listened to since I was a little kid. Like even the Kinks, it's like a range of stuff, not just one album. You know, you never knew what to expect.
Yes, indeed, time for change. YouTube is the best place to watch the URL. It's got better quality, it's in stereo.
You don't get kicked.
Yeah, quite as much.
And when you do it, it's because of Sony.
I had a dispute and I won with certain against them.
Yeah,
32 seconds.
it's genuine as well. Track's still out. Never heard anything else about it. This music stemming from me using a sound that an artist signed to his own, the actual thing itself. There we go. Difference from signed to anybody actually. Just a bit of shit. I've got loads of bootleg stuff on YouTube, it's ridiculous. That's where I put all the stuff that gets kicked from everywhere else goes on YouTube. It's the only time I'm really asked to actually make a video. There's people who picture of it.
movie-esque, definitely a 9. I'm not sure I'd put it quite as high as a 9. I mean, for productional skills, you're hitting a 10, you know. Personal preference, I'm not going to mark it.
No, this is it. It's just really polished, very well produced, and it hits the nail absolutely on the head if you're trying to create that commercial Ibiza vibe. Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely stunning stuff. Like I say, his work is just above and beyond. Again, it might not fall within the category that we like, but there are loads of people around the planet who dig that shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely loads of people around the planet who dig that.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we marked it. I think I gave it a 10 for production values. And then...
Well, it was faultless when in terms of production value.
Yeah, I didn't really like the girl's voice on that one. It did get a bit much for me over time.
But it fits it perfectly.
Yeah, I know,
That's the point.
Know. It would be a completely different song if it was something else.
It would be a completely different song if it wasn't that song. Is that what you're saying?
It sells to a very specific sort of person.
Yeah, and there's lots of them.
So it's a nice, easily pinned down customer base that you've got for that already. It's already well established, so I do get that. And I know people love the music, so there's enough of it out there to
for something completely different.
Never think that I'm saying something shit just because I don't like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doesn't mean I don't think it's got merit.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is sounding unnatural myself straight off.
Slightly anxious.
This dude played Clownfest, and I spelled his name wrong on every fucking flyer.
Oh yeah,
every fucking flyer.
Yeah, but did you spell it wrong and differently?
2 years that you know.
True.
Did you scrimmage?
Did you spell it differently wrong on every single?
Yeah.
So it was just a completely different spelling on every single one. There we go.
Brilliant.
And it was after
What is his
Korg.
name?
Yeah, go on then.
I want to know now.
Philip. His name's Philip. Oh, he's not put his. There we go at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. K-O-R-G. No, at the bottom there. K-O-R-G-V-N-I-K. K-O-R-G-O-V-N-I-K. Yeah, it's miles away.
Skill.
This is what I say. You need an enormous
On that
TV.
screen there.
Philip. His name's Philip. We'll
Looks
leave
like
it at that.
Philip Mechanical. Yeah.
This has got an autography,
I think I
but
remember
more
sorts of little hits going on.
Yeah.
that you're not noticing because you're not sucked into it. When you are sucked into it, when you're having your music at the moment with the music, this is the sort of thing you've got going on.
It would be a
This is a proper
completely
bit of
different track.
psychotic,
you had-
psychotic techno. Yeah. I think
Yes,
that's the right
psychotic
word for
techno.
it,
Yeah.
Psychotic repetition.
Yes.
And the video just backs that up.
Oh yes. Because again, the video is the same thing over and over again, but it's like
No.
variations.
Yeah.
Again, the subtleness for me, it kind of misses me by. Again, it's rimming an 8 for me on this one. I love all the noises that are going on there. I just like to see a little bit more impact rather than the subtleness that you guys were picking up on.
Track of the night for me so
Yeah.
far. That.
That really appealed to me as well.
Yeah, little banger. That's a little bit special. That. I do, like I said, a journey. That's what I want in especially in my techno, is I want some sort of journey, and that wasn't a journey how I was expecting. Like I would normally be going, it needs some sort of structure to it.
Yeah.
It needs sort of this, that, or the other. I was just quite happy to go along for that journey.
Yeah.
I think it
And at the
kept
end of the day-
interest going, and just added some elements just when you were thinking, oh, okay, maybe it could do. When
And
you
then
started
something
changing
new
your
just
mind
came
again,
in. Yeah.
that hi-hat came in,
Yes.
and then every now and then
Yes.
those couple of claps,
Yeah.
but not all the time.
That little
Yeah.
just came in at the right moment.
Yeah.
Pull your
See-
interest up.
See, you guys loving the subtleness. Me, I'm like,
Yeah, it's not in your face enough.
Yeah, but the thing is, in a mix, the next track would be completely different. Do you see what I mean? You'd have just zoned out to that track and
Yeah.
really thoroughly enjoyed
And
it.
if
And then
the DJ was
completely
any
different.
good, yeah,
you would
he-
have brought in something
yeah,
completely
yeah,
different,
totally.
but equally
That's part of
pounding.
a live set. He'd have had other stuff going along.
Yeah. Something would have fed into it, and something would have come afterwards, and it would
Yeah.
have been brilliant.
so I think we're all in agreement. We like that track a lot.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
I think
We
so.
did like that track a lot.
I think we liked it slightly more than you, but
Yeah.
Wicked piece of music.
Yeah.
Top work, chap.
Okay, now we're listening to Fadi Aswad, Stephen. Anyway, Fadi's tune. It's you can read.
it's a swear.
Oh, Fadi Aswad.
Yeah, we never get any drums, like real drums from this guy. It's beautiful and it rolls and it moves, but we never get any like proper drums.
But it's a completely different genre of music.
It is 100%. You listen to Fadi for 2 minutes. That was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, nice work, chap.
And there's some nice tiny little noises that came in just at the right moment. It was very
See, I prefer that to
mellow.
the last one. Like
Yeah, I know you
were
did,
saying,
but-
the subtlenesses and stuff.
But you see, this is the thing. When you listen to tracks and it's got a pounding beat,
Oh, yeah.
you also want it over the
yeah,
top.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you know, we're a little bit more discerning. Than
Yeah.
you, you know?
This is true. This is true. I'll beat you over the head with the musical dildo. You know?
Yeah, this is it.
That's just how I work. But yeah, Fadi, that was beautiful, mate. I'd like to give you a Clownfest set for Clownfest 6 if you're interested. I know you're watching. That was just absolutely beautiful, mate.
I wouldn't dance to it. I would sway to it.
Yeah.
With my eyes closed.
Yeah, you're not getting like 11 o'clock
I'd
at
be
night
chilling
slot.
at home.
Slot.
Yeah.
You know, you'd probably be opening or within that area, but I would love to have you at Clownfest, mate. That was absolutely beautiful. All right, next up. Dead Air.
Oh, we love a bit of Dead Air. I just want to sing the Pink Panther tune to it.
Do it.
Dead Air.
Dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air.
Dead Air, Dead Air.
Who have we got then?
This is ESTLIN. Estlin. ID. Nice panning.
Yeah, again, be careful with that panning if you've got any going on your bass, that it's not going on too low. If you want it to go on vinyl or you're going to play it on a rig where they mono some of the bass.
Warren was talking about that the other day.
It can sound awesome on the headphones though.
Weirdly enough, this track could be played in the same set as Faddy's stuff.
Funny?
Faddy's stuff.
Oh, right.
Is it Fady or Faddy? I think it's Fady.
I don't know.
It's only one D, isn't it?
Okay, the last track could have been played in the same set as this one. They've both got that same mellow feel with lots of little shimmery bits in the background.
This is about 10 minutes on the set, though, I think.
Well, yeah, same set, not
Yeah,
necessarily
yeah.
one after the other. God dear. Splitting hairs.
You all get hung up about tempo as well. I play all sorts of tempos in one set.
This is true.
20 to 200 BPM and back again.
Fall to the
Why
floor,
not?
155 BPM. Sorry, are there other tempos?
I can still remember the first time you saw me playing. I literally did go to 200 BPM and back again.
I know. We were impressed.
It was funny.
We were in the right state of mind to appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, that was just a game, that was. It was hilarious.
You were loving it.
I was around the front of the rig for about half the last half.
I know.
Set with my phone, taking photos of everyone.
Yeah, you just came round and joined in with the rest of us.
Dean wants you to slap somebody, Lynn, so I'm not too sure who, though. That was you, is it?
Yeah, probably. I
Lynn,
know.
slap him.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just all kinds of beautiful.
Yeah. It's making me
Lots
smile.
of this sort of
It's
nice
tickling my head, this
going
is.
on at the minute. I'm liking it.
Tim Mill says, hi, Lindsay.
Hello.
Janet says, this is lovely. I
It is.
agree.
It's absolutely beautiful. It's tickling the inside of my head, making me smile.
Totally. Literally not up my street at all, you know, but
lush.
you can hear the passion in it. It sounds good.
That's absolutely lush.
Noises are in the right place. Seconded.
I feel like I've had a really nice, refreshing drink, but inside my head.
Yeah. That was an awesome track. A private track, Darren Cole. Yes, indeed. And somebody new to the URL, so I'm going to just poke them now and tell them that was a great track.
That was
Yeah,
very, very
that was
lovely and
wicked.
thoroughly appreciated.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody in the place that says that that is not a good track.
And even if they didn't like it, they'd have to say that's properly accomplished piece
Yeah,
of music.
yeah,
That
yeah.
sounded
Lovely.
beautiful.
Awesome piece of music. Awesome piece
Production
of
was
music.
Absolutely on point. I like hearing stuff unmastered. Just turn it up.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, you hear it in
actually.
its original. That's why
Growing
people
a
say
small
records
business
sound
is a
better. I think
challenge.
because people go a little bit overboard on their digital mastering, and it just gets all a little bit squashed. And with music like that, that's the last thing you want. You want to be able to hear all that stuff that's going on in the background and those little details. Otherwise, there's no point putting them in, is there?
Sounds dubby. Potentially.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for a fat bass line to
Yeah.
come in there. Yeah,
Waiting.
go on, do it. Nice intro.
I need a wee like you won't believe. way louder than others.
Oh, the monkey wholeheartedly approves.
No, I'll still have another cigarette.
Well, I'm gonna. This just sealed the deal. Yes.
I think we were all hoping it was going to be double the BPM though.
No, I was just.
This is
I was,
perfect.
Really?
I was expecting
This is
a
happening.
melodic
Oh.
bass to come in, but apart
That's
from
what I said
that,
to you. This needs to be turned up loud.
but it's very good. Double speed. God, you're such a philistine.
It kind of is.
It's dub. It's not Ragatech.
Well, it should be.
Oh.
Yes, it should be. Yes, it should be.
Sacrilege.
Just stick a 4/4 under it, make it 170.
Sacrilege.
He's beautiful, no?
Keep dub. And let Ragatech be Ragatech.
No!
I have no problem with either, but give me dub. Give me this sort of hype dub. This on a big fat rig just sounds so good. This is why I always come back from St Paul's Carnival and walk like a proper old man for daisies, because it just makes you throw shapes. And I'm way too old to be throwing shapes.
Yeah, I'm way too old. Marius Lucas says Mark needs the dub in his life. I don't know I do, although I was sat around the other day like, I can't listen to thrash metal all the time. What the fucking hell else am I going to listen to, you know? I should listen to something else. I don't think it's going to be dubbed, though, my lovers. I honestly don't.
I don't know, quite a few albums that might change your mind a little bit on that one.
I don't know, we'd have to have a serious session
I
there.
don't know if you call it double reggae actually. Yeah, probably reggae. I'd probably chuck a couple of reggae albums first.
And then,
This is almost too mellow for its own good, though.
Dub Syndicate one, I reckon, as well. So, like, pretty much, you know, not too much vocals on the album. Just to really
I'm pretty sure the sound's good.
That little bit of speech I just heard came from your phone, did it?
Yes.
It actually sounded like it came from the track. It would have almost worked as a distant little voice in the track.
What Lindsay is saying is you need to add my voice to this track to get it to a 10. So, like, don't let us down next week. We want this with my vocals over it.
Tiny little bit of super compressed and very narrow frequency vocals.
I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this.
No, I'm not criticising at all. It's just when I heard it,
It fitted.
it fitted.
Mick Nunn's hit it on the head. Very Dread Zone. It is very Dread Zone.
But it's very mellow, Dread
Yeah.
Zone. That's my point.
Yes, expect us. You did indeed miss your track, although you got very high scores.
So we've had a techno track of the night, now we've had a dub track of the night. I doubt we'll get another one because it gets so little dub on.
Well, that's some Psytrance.
Right, I've got to be honest, people. I'm going to have to go at about 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
So,
unfortunately, Jim's got a job.
I'm hoping you all have let me get away with this one. Was there a lot of trance on the last show?
That you were on, there really was.
Oh, no, on the one I was on last, there was so
Just a
much
ridiculous
trance.
amount of trance. Okay, I'm going to give you 9 dubs. Dubs not really my thing, but you did it well.
Sweet.
It was
That's
super,
high praise.
super
That's
mellow
high
dub.
praise.
Yeah.
It actually made my eyes go like that.
Well, like you said, it was too mellow for its own good, you know.
No, it wasn't too mellow. It was almost
That was too mellow.
Too mellow for its own good.
TOTN2.
TOTM2.
Yeah, TO2. I can't even say it. Fuck that.
But yeah, good piece of dub.
Yeah,
Again, not
yeah,
really
like
my
that a
thing,
lot.
but fitted. And fitted for us sitting around chatting. That's what it's there for. You don't need to pay too much attention to dub because it just kind of does the same thing and
No.
rolls.
Oh no, it,
Yeah,
no,
Go a
it's
no,
couple of
easy
beers, sunny day, big
listening.
rig, running around
Squinty
like a loon.
eyes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly where you want dub. It's exactly where you want dub. Right, where are we?
I have no idea.
We are 44 tracks in, which means we have 22 left to go, which is a ridiculous amount of tracks. This is somebody who played at Clownfest 5 and beat Shithouse to go on to the final. This is grid mode. We like what grid mode does, so we are gonna shush and you are gonna listen.
Awesome.
That was precision.
That was wicked.
Beautiful.
Smooth, eh?
Oh, yes.
So that was grid mode, and everybody here, we were just in awe of that. The way that he used his hardware, funky, glitchy, soul-y.
And yet on point every single time. There wasn't the slightest error in there. It was just perfect. You know exactly when it was coming in. Even though it was warped and glitchy and discordant at times, it was perfect.
Yeah. So
impressive.
Yeah, I missed it because I was taking a piss, but these guys were loving it.
Yeah,
from
smooth.
taking a piss.
Slick as fuck.
Marius Luca coming up next. I Am Maniac, who I pronounced wrong for a good 2 years.
When the
so
world
Jim,
slowed
you're not
down,
on your own, man. You're not on your own. Although I will say that was Oliver that kept calling you scrimmage.
Yeah.
And then it stuck.
Yeah, along with loads of others, but my favourite is still Jimmy Scratch and Sniff.
Hello. Alan Crawford said he couldn't get into Grid Mode song. That's criminal.
Oh, what?
I know. Frederick gave it a 10, which is well deserved, I think.
Personal 10.
Set was missed.
Yeah, this is badass, isn't
It is, isn't it? You know the nightclub scene in Blade? When all the blood comes out? This is the sort of music that you know what I mean?
Yeah, Mario's blends is an old Metalhead into like dancey music.
And I get that, totally.
Ah, Mick says reminds him of Korn.
The sounds remind me of the structure, doesn't it?
Yeah. Mario says, yep, defo up to CF6, got a sample track for the next URL. Excellent.
I love that chug.
Where's Ministry, those good bands. Little Marilyn Manson-ish. Nicely bedded in. It's not screaming at you.
But this is what I'm saying. If it was screaming at you, it would be the track at the start of the movie.
Yeah.
This is the end credits track. Do you know what I mean? Which is just as important, but a completely different sort of track.
Yeah, it's when everyone's walking out the cinema.
Yeah, that's it. No, I'm the one who sits behind and listens to all
No,
of
but
it.
you got the nightclub scene was the bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll definitely stay in touch with the credits finish just in case.
There's usually an Easter egg at the end.
Yeah.
No, you always stay till the end.
I get so fucked off if there's no Easter egg.
I enjoy sitting there and having to make everybody climb over me to get out. Hey, moving.
David Johnson's put it beautifully. Crystal Method means Korn. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'll buy that. I'll buy that 100%.
Nice work.
Yeah, absolutely loved it. But I'm just such a sucker for chugging guitars.
Yeah, I live for 90s metal, so that was right up my street. Marius, I'm going to give you a 9 on that, mate. I thought the structure was great.
And I know I don't usually mark things these days, but I'm going to anyway. That was a 9 from me as well.
Yeah, Jim?
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Jim says that's good stuff. You know that's good stuff. Anyway, moving on. Oh, Jay. Ooh, this stuff is usually produced up the bottom hole. So, Jay Singh Bagra, I believe I'm saying that right.
Probably not.
No, he schooled me on it a couple of weeks back because I wasn't saying it right, so I think I am saying
Mangy's
it right.
microdots. Or Mangle's microdots.
Just gonna knock it back.
I have the advantage or disadvantage, depending on your point of view, of not being able to read any of the screens. So I never get the words wrong, so I don't bother trying to.
Mangle's microdots.
Very quiet.
Waiting for something to happen. Oh.
Strange little track.
Yeah, very strange. That's quite liking it, I think.
Mario says early Aphex sound in here. High hat rides.
music theory in you. Or no problem with music at all.
Yeah, just mash the keyboard and let the art take care of it.
Yeah.
That's my...
It really is.
It really is. David Johnson says, wicked style, bit anxious. Yeah. Very enjoyed it. I'm not reading that.
That bass line, the 3-note bass line, the attack's too sharp. If you turn the attack down so it actually came in gently, it wouldn't sound so stabby on the keyboard. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Where if it was wom, 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 it would just give it a bit more, I don't know, depth.
Maybe play it up and down the keys a bit rather than just the plain 3 notes.
Or octave it.
That's
Let
right.
the out take over a little
Yeah,
bit.
let the art take over. Mash the keys.
Arpeggiate.
This little thing here. I don't need to do music. The drive does. Ron says, excellent tune. It's got good elements, it's a little bit hectic.
I like all of it, apart from that bass line, because as Jim said, which I'm finding, it just sounds a bit stabby on the keyboard. And that would have been fine if it started off like that and then changed a bit.
Yeah.
But it still sounds stabby on the keyboard.
I do agree with Paul agrees with you as well, softer attack on the bass.
Yeah.
Bill Dredd says industrial tune, sounds fat, 8.9. I'm not going to go that high on it, it's a little bit too crazy for me. Sorry, I heard a weird thing.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
Some of it could have been taken out and then brought back in again
Yeah.
to give it a bit more variation,
Yeah.
without actually losing anything at all. That bass is becoming more and more irritating to not work, but I'm beginning to hear nothing but that bass.
Griffin says just a little cut-off manipulation, classic electro in my opinion. It's very, very close, but like Lindsay said, if you pull some elements out, made it a little less frantic, you know, and eased us into the franticness. Again, Rimini.
And on that note, I'm going to have to leave.
Oh, Jim.
What I do like,
I started Riminates and you're off.
Yeah.
Well, Jimmy Scavenger, it was a pleasure having you on the show this evening. Thank you so very much.
Pleasure to be here.
Because we're
Thank you, Budgie.
social
Being-
distancing and all that.
Yeah, COVID responsible.
look, I'm tested and I'm vaccinated. I'm perfectly okay. The
I
rest
haven't
of you are going to
sneezed on
die.
anyone or licked a single face.
Yet. Yet.
Just turn the camera around a minute. Yeah.
Right, you listen to Naga 78, an exclusive private track, I believe it is.
Oh, wicked.
And
I'm going to stay for this.
Oh, okay.
But you're not going to see me because I'm going to go
yeah, we're gonna.
off camera.
Without it, there is no life. There is only darkness. And without it, there is no life. There is only darkness.
Where's the camera gone? Whoa! Whoa! Shit, I'm just showing you the groin area at the minute. So before I go... before I go...
Young man, where did you park your car? Opposite
Yeah.
across the road,
Yeah.
with the headlights on.
Oh shit. I gotta go. Get on the Naga 78 on Bandcamp. His stuff is absolutely amazing. And that's no exception. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Duncan Maybury, Naga 78. Get on that one.
good. This is John Alchemy, ladies and gentlemen, and we absolutely love John Alchemy here.
Yeah, and I'm going to reiterate what I said earlier. Some people make Psytrance that is absolutely smack down the middle of the genre of Psytrance. This could fit into a Psytrance set, but it's got those melodic sort of, what's the word? It's got melody. There's actually some, there's notes.
Yeah.
There are notes.
There are
You know
notes,
what I mean?
yeah,
But also it's got that sort of almost classic trancey sound in some places as well. It's original. It's not what I would describe. It's not full on Psytrance, which is great. It's still Psytrance. But you could almost play this at a techno night and people would just think it was mellow techno. Get away with an awful lot, you say. And let's face it, I've been to, I can't remember what it was now. It was one of the gigs in Bristol, and it was all techno all night, and then a Psytrance producer came on and did a Psytrance set, and nobody noticed because they were enjoying it so much. And then I pointed out to them afterwards that it was Psytrance, and they went, oh yeah, it's a bit Psytrancing, really? See? Psytrance can be good. This is good Psytrance. Well, it's good it's good music.
It's good music. We're 6 minutes in. And I don't really want to turn it off because it is such good music, you know. I am in awe of John Alchemy. The dude does 3 hours a week musically. That is beyond even my output level. It really, really is. I think this deserves an 8. I really do. I think it moves along very nicely. Is what it is. Trancey.
It's not late evening Psytrance. It's not late evening anything. This is early evening stuff. This is nice and bouncy and driving without being overpowered, supercharged, whatever. It's got notes.
Yeah, it's got notes. It's musical.
It's musical.
Very, very musical.
It's nice.
Very musical. Right, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to John Alchemy. Oh, John, straight up 808.
Nice.
You rock like a lot. Oh, okay. You ready for a slice of something completely different?
Go on then. Guitars.
Guitars.
Snap out of the moment, captured on the screen.
Did you catch the URL where the dude
There's a light in the forest, I can't see it for the tree.
He's talented.
Very.
A mother still mourning, where did you go?
This could be on Planet Rock.
I think I saw him in the mirror.
John Alchemy says, thank you guys for the last track. It was not a problem, my man. We really, really like what you do here.
It when they talked in songs. No peaceful protest till they're gone. Drop your guns. It's gonna be a riot. Sounds like fun. Tonight we start a fire. I'll call you back in the morning.
It's very good.
Tonight we start a fire. I've got the matches to light it. Piecing back the memory, nothing's ever clear. But the writing's on the wall and it's ringing in my
It
ear.
reminds me to a certain extent of
My head is so
Southern rock,
wired.
as an American Southern rock, without the Patriot Boys sort of
You're
influence
taking
going in.
shots at the many.
That was
I
country.
testify you. I missed it when they talked in songs. No peaceful protest till they're gone. Drop your gun.
I mean, it's formulaic.
Be a riot.
That's
Sounds
what it's meant to be.
like fun. Tonight we start a fire. I'll call you back in the morning. Tonight we start a fire. I've got the matches to light it. Take another hit, breaking out. Stand to the side, face down on the ground.
Yeah, top notch. Again,
The night is cold. Do you
not the
need
sort of thing I'm into these days.
burden weighs on me?
Very good.
Jump
Very,
off
very
the
good.
edge. And kick me, hurt me, let's pretend. Stand as a wall.
Listen to Planet Rock when I'm working.
Your guns. It's gonna be a riot. Sounds like
this wouldn't sound out of place in the top 40.
I agree. It wouldn't sound out of place in the top 10 on Planet Rock.
Red Janet said vocals need a level drop in the verse, but other than that, great track.
Difficult to hear that here because we've got the volume quite low.
Yeah.
And that last bit where they put a completely different effect on the vocals worked really well. That could have been put in earlier in the track to give it a bit of variation.
Mick Nunn says, would hear this back in on MTV back in the day. Yeah, absolutely.
That's it.
Is there much of an indie crowd that's not kind of emo these days?
I don't know. Can I make one other criticism?
Yeah, go.
There was a little bit of falsetto voice in the middle of the track, and I don't find that appealing.
Okay. Falsetto?
Falsetto. Yeah, where you actually deliberately break your voice and go into a higher register.
Right,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Sounds like Rush. And I can't stand Rush. The rest of it, the vocals were superb. There was some really good, crunchy, almost blues style emphasis on the vocals in that really worked with it. Whereas the falsetto bit, I thought, just slightly spoiled it. But again, personal taste.
Yeah.
Apart from that, no, absolutely brilliant, crunchy track. You know, it's hard rock.
Yeah, it was. Well, it was almost grungy. Yeah,
almost grungy,
edging towards like the commercial edge of grunge. Yeah, I kind of liked it. I'm not going to go nuts over it these days because, like I say, I'm stuck in the 90s with metal. But yeah, it was a solid track. 8 point something totally.
I have friends who would have absolutely loved it.
Yeah,
most of them ride motorbikes, funnily enough.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right, moving on. I'm glad it's not a country track because I'm pretty sure that guy put a country track in last time.
It was a good country track.
Is there such a thing?
Yes.
Is there such a thing?
Yes, because you have to, what's the word? Disengage your personal preference and look at it as where it fits in the genre.
Yes, that's true.
And it was a really good country track. Even if you don't like country. Which is why I like coming on the URL, because it forces me to listen to and appreciate, even if I don't like, musical genres that I wouldn't normally listen to. This started out relentless.
This Yeti, for some reason, he's put his Climb Fest 5 set. Like the CF5 final live set. So, like, let's just move on to that because that's where the excitement is.
It started out relentless. It's still relentless.
It was.
So all the way through.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough. I do vaguely remember it, but it was full on best.
It was an awful tune.
Again, I know plenty of people who would have their heads stuck in the bass bin for this.
I am not one.
I like a little bit more variation.
Yeah, soul.
Otherwise, I like to actually allow my heart to come down to the stratospheric levels every now and then.
Just once or twice, just a little bit. Yeah, exactly, Marios. This is Yenti's all frequencies, one night in CF5. It really was.
There's almost like a ducking compressor going on as well, going in there.
I don't know. How would you pick this one?
Because there's a throb. There's a throb. There's a certain particular beat that is causing everything else to go up, which gives it a frantic, breathless pace.
Yeah. That distortion, that's all Yenti.
I would like it more. I mean, I could handle this if it just suddenly stopped for like 2 bars and just did tiny little bing, bang, and then back into it again. Do you know what I mean? Just to allow you to go
17-minute sausage.
What a sick man.
Yes, Ben, it is like ketamine on crack.
Test me. You test me. 17 minutes. Yeah, I'd probably be dead by the end of it.
Yeah.
But I'd like it.
Mugged by music.
Yeah, mugged by music.
Alan Alan said it nearly tipped him over the edge of DCF5. What would it take, Alan?
I'm exhausted just listening to it and I'm not even moving.
John Malcolm says, wow, I thought he had forgotten he had browser signed on and had that loop back effect. It was actually meant to be like this. Yes, it really was meant to be genuinely meant to be like this.
It's just going to suddenly stop.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's no fade out with Yenti. Yenti, that was just a brutal assault on every fucking sense. It really, really was, man.
Oh dear.
Like marking it, I don't all the numbers.
Yes,
all the numbers.
Actually, everything. Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
All
everything.
the colours, all the feelings, all the emotions, just
all mashed together.
Right at you.
And rammed down your throat.
Yeah, literally, like
all at once. Have all of it.
Oh, I feel dirty, unclean. I need a shower.
Yes.
Honestly. David Johnson says muddy is drowning in mud Rena trench. Yeah,
but
honestly.
There was also bits of it that stuck out as being quite clear as well. It was like every now and then something would poke its head above.
Yeah, I'm here.
Shimmer.
Yeah, I'm here.
And then be pulled down again.
Oh dear. Right, so Yenti, yeah, all the numbers, all the colours. Robert Turpin coming up. Please be a little bit
What's
more
this up
musical
ahead?
than that.
A pink ice cream.
Go away.
Yes.
Gonna just knock you on.
And the thing is about Yenti's track is the actual BPM wasn't ridiculously fast.
I think it was about 200 or something. I mean, it was fair enough.
It sounded. I would have said closer to 180, but
Yeah,
I could be
it
wrong.
was in that area.
It wasn't ludicrously fast.
Yeah. Morgan says that's the beauty of shitloads of different distortions. You get moments of fucking beauty. And I think that was the whole ethos behind making this. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but that's a Schumann filter bank. I did not purchase this is on loan, so it is getting treated with the utmost respect in my studio.
However, its very ethos is it doesn't treat your music with respect.
No, it just destroys it.
Wonderful piece of kit.
Warren's like, oh, I've seen some videos on it, it just seems to destroy audio. I'm like,
But it destroys audio in the same way that black holes destroy matter.
yeah, nice.
Yeah, it sucks them down into a void and they emit a dying scream of energy.
Morgan says, show us what it can do. Seeing as though my system isn't even connected at the moment after the pull apart on Sunday.
There'll be a demo sooner or later.
There will, yeah.
But as I said, all it needs is an MS-20. Just sort of, stick a nice sort of little bit of swirliness and then just plug it into that. Yeah, and you can make black hole sounds.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
This is rather good.
This is rather good. Mind you, it was always going to score good after the NT's assault.
Yeah, but Yenti scored good.
Yeah,
all the numbers.
Yeah. Every number.
It just skips along merrily.
Yes.
There's a little smile on its face.
Yeah.
I think Jim has nicked my lighter. He has. Son of a bitch.
He is famous for that crap.
And I don't think I got a spare this time.
Crap.
Right, read through the bottom of the handbag.
Whoa, 3 minutes.
I love those breaks, those rapid breaks. They work really well to give this track
In most tracks as well, in most tracks. It's just a pause.
But some breaks are quite long and have a complete breakdown. That was just a
50 that don't work.
It's alright, I've got some in the car. I always carry a half a dozen spares with me, but not in my handbag tonight, so I'm going to have to use yours. The other thing I'd point out about this track is each interval has a slightly different groove to it.
That is called movement, and we appreciate this.
We do very much.
Touch circle, good shit at 130. Yeah, they have a point. Disco-y, fun, liked it a lot.
Yeah, it's even got some piano in it, and it wasn't too in your face.
Mental. That was indeed good shit.
Yeah. Clever use of all the sounds, really good intervals, variation all the way through. I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
A bit poppy,
Yeah.
disco,
Nothing wrong with that though.
but nothing wrong with that.
Nothing
That
wrong
would have
with that.
had lots of people up dancing and thoroughly enjoying it.
Yeah, high 8s I think. 8 plus.
And
Liked
the
it a
production
lot.
was pretty good as well.
Yeah, the production was on point. I think it was live as well, or at least on some sort of error kit.
Didn't sound muddy.
No, it didn't sound muddy at all. That
Yep.
guy knew frequencies. Okay, so don't think this is a track.
Okay.
So I don't really know what he's expecting us to do with it.
Is it made on a single machine?
I think I've introduced a new rule. Anything under 2 minutes you can't mark as a noodle.
Yeah. It had a thrumming bass going on in the background and
Some drums.
a nice dead kick just going whoop. It would be a track.
As it is.
It's part of a track with a bit of a video game feel to it.
So
Yeah, I'm just not sure what to do with it. It's part of a track. Go and buy another box, plug it into it, and make add some more sounds, and then you'll have a track. Which is not a criticism; it's just like a statement.
Yeah, like this guy is well active within Clown Army as well, and he was like, "Yeah, here's me messing around on my box for a minute."
That's fine.
What are we supposed to do with it though?
Yeah, but you know, let's face it. That was the last time I submitted anything,
Hey, that's
so I can't criticise anybody.
right. So, good noodle.
I'm going to just reiterate what I said. Buy another box.
Yeah.
Buy 2 boxes. One that goes dump, 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 and one that goes thrum,
Wow,
thrum, thrum.
wow.
It doesn't even need that. If you had thrum, thrum, and dump, dump on top of that, it would be a track. It'd be a simple track, but it would be a complete track. It was a noodle.
It was a noodle.
Keep noodling.
See, and this guy has put a few other tracks in. 8 months ago, I'm guessing this isn't. Alright, well, we got some techno. Let's listen to it. Oh, shit.
Now, you know what the last track I said it needs a dump, 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 dead kick. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the sound. I'm afraid I've got a soft spot for dead kicks.
I see. They're not my sweet spot.
I don't like. I like less resonant kicks, the ones that go doof.
Right, now I need to test my mic. Yeah, brilliant. Doubling up seems to be alright.
It's good. That's lush.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Can't take that away from it. It's just Mad Dog, you can't rate it worse, that's just not right. I'm putting it way worse, but you're right, here's Ribbon and Line. Mr. Weekly says 9, always brilliant. You do like your stuff that evolves, though, you know. Cheeky Boy says shit hot. Paul gives it 9 as well. We'll leave it at 20. Right, in the interest of keeping the show under 3 hours.
Yes. Well, see, we got sucked into it.
And we literally got something to it. Like, the cheese we paid for 6 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. That was one to turn it on. Really. It is absolutely beautiful. Like I say, Rimmon a 9. Lots of people were giving it a 9. High praises on that one. Like I say, this guy went a bit batshit and started putting in for a lot of producers, so. And we're off! Yeah, gonna knock it on, as I feel. It might sound the same there as it does here.
Yeah.
With mellow to just wash over. We have the last track back.
I have a soft spot for stuff like this as well.
Yeah.
It makes you want to misbehave.
Mario said, did Yenti touch this?
It's got a breakdown. No.
Just don't wanna live anymore. Just don't wanna live anymore. Just don't wanna live. Just don't wanna live. Just don't wanna live. Just don't wanna live.
Nick Nunn says, where's this been all night? At the end of the show. Right, so this is Shrans, is it?
Shrans.
I mean, it's so close to Trans. I guess that's where it comes from.
I think Shrans is a European word.
No, is it?
Meaning filth, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I might be wrong. Probably am. I often am.
I don't know about often. Virgil gives this one a 20.
No, that breakdown was superb. I'd be all over this. Down at the front.
Yes, Marios. Yenti, do this to the track with your own cool trademark to it. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Yenti, like, we're all liking this. And we're liking it because it's got a level of control.
Just allow you to breathe every now and then.
Do you know?
Like that.
I might have given him a little bit more. That literally went, he went, oh no, right, okay, back into it, you know?
There's another little breakdown coming, you see? Not 100% certain of that little 2-note riff going on in the background. Slightly irritating.
では一つ皆様私の歌劇をご観覧あれ。 その筋書きはありきたりだが役者が良い思考と信ずる故に面白くなると思うよ
Producers, take note. We don't get enough of this stuff in, so when it does hit, it does really well. Just saying.
This is very good.
Time to trust.
Ron Susie's off. Have a good time, my man. Thank you for joining us this evening. The trouble is when you're at this pace, it's this gnarly. There's not really much you can put in there, you know. So it's like I understand the need for it.
Oh, I understand the need for it. But it's just
Right.
quite an irritating sound.
Yes, agreed.
It's a relief when it goes away. Maybe that's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
Because it creates a sense of anxiety.
Morgan says, look at their little headphones on. But that's what this stuff is designed to do, you know? You know, it's designed to pull you to a dance floor and make you want to fucking dance.
And I would be. I'd be at the front.
It's got the pace I like.
Yeah. Probably about 170, 180 BPM.
I'd say it was, yeah. Mine says 171.
Good pace. It's just slightly too fast for me to manage for a whole hour set.
Yeah, this is the problem.
155, 160 is my sort of sweet spot.
Yeah, same here, same here.
But I'd still be up the front. I wouldn't last more than about 20 minutes.
You're leaning on the speakers with a barrier at this point, you know. Like still with your fist in the air, like,
Oh, yeah.
like I need to rest. That's old, I can't do this shit no more. Right, well you're getting a 9 or, you know,
Yeah.
like higher,
I mean,
simply because we don't get enough of that kind of stuff in.
And we're suckers for it.
Yeah, literally, it's a pounding kick drum, moves nice and fast.
Yep.
Could have done with an acid line instead of those noises, I think. Maybe replace those noises with
personal
acid
taste
noises.
again, but yes, I would have liked that, but more if it had an acid line rather than that.
Yeah.
But you know,
Personal preference?
Yes.
Personal preference.
I'd still be up the front.
Yeah, absolutely. Leaning on something. Wishing I was younger.
Yeah,
Could
and I'd
enjoy
now
it.
be outside having a cigarette with steam rising from my arms.
Did we just do that one?
Right.
No. Right, we've got an 11-minute modular jam.
That's good. Yes, I need to get ready.
Just gonna knock it on. Okay, this one's got quite a dark story attached to it, unfortunately. Unfortunately, this girl was murdered, and the dude would like to continue on her essence in her music, so he sent this to us. And I'm going to mute us for this.
Fair enough.
That was a slice of beautiful. Yes, indeed,
was.
people. That was her own work.
And how very sad we won't be having any more.
Yeah, you can only archive that now. I've subscribed to the channel, and so yeah, I'm just gonna put that into the things here. It was a great track as well.
It was.
Commercial appeal, sounded really good.
Danceable.
Danceable, little underground edge to it as well.
Yep.
Anyway. Moving on, sadly moving on. Oh, some techno.
Something to lighten us up again.
Oh, this will. Honestly, this will get our juices aflowing.
The first time you locked eyes.
After the adverts, of course.
We don't do adverts anymore after they bombarded me with 3 broadband adverts in a row after they cut my internet. Yeah,
yes.
I could have fucking absolutely killed them. That's going to be a boom. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately he won't be playing Clownfest 6, and that's a real shame. I had him slap bang in the middle of the techno section, and now he's not. Yes.
Like a fennec fox dog.
So I'm cultivating this.
It's a sort of David Beckham type mohawk.
Yeah, it's not great. It's to one side as well. No, go away.
We've had quite a bit of what I would describe as nice but mellow techno tonight.
Yes.
Oh, okay, we've had a few bangers as well.
Yep.
But
This is the second part of the thread, and the second part of the thread is always a weird one. It really is.
I remember going back a few years, we just used to have loads of core of various styles. The core seems to have drifted away.
Yes, a shame.
No, it isn't.
Oh wait, is this actually Thomas? Oh no, this is Melissa Love. Is he putting this in for someone else? This isn't Tollington.
Ah. It's really good.
It is really good. Oh yeah, no, this is not me, but someone on SoundCloud who I work, whose work I really admire. I'm hoping this goes down well and that she can be persuaded to submit herself.
Please, because this is really good.
I was
And
watching.
it's getting harder as time goes on. It started out quite mellow.
Like I was marking it on Tollington standards, and like so, you know, you're doing well.
No, it's excellent.
Let's just drop her a little message.
Oh, nice. Wow, please. Nice edgy little synth line going on. Yeah, and those nice sort of vocal wow sounds in the background. Love it.
I've just dropped her a message, Callum. Let's hope she responds. Oh, we are now almost at the end of the thread, Liz. Although Callum has put another track in by himself to end us with. We've got some Stevie Overend coming up. Some Roger Jennings, who's like cassette boy on acid.
That's rather good.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a solid 808.
Yeah.
Nicely done, good techno, done well.
Started out, I was thinking, oh, this is quite mellow, and then it sort of livened up, and I started to get really into it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Love the bolt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that really carried through.
There we go. I think this guy's in the chat. This is many angled ones.
On the wire, that's your sentence. We're losing, Dominic says. There's no kingdom here. Fools ain't making it easy. Faces getting erased. Heads are gonna roll. Nice of you, sirs. Got a cigarette? A cigarette? No hope. You're shooting it. Bless you, sirs. We're losing it. Are we a game of dreams? Reach out for the stars. But get ready for the end. There's blood on its way. So mister, don't you cry. Over nothing. Over nothing. Over nothing. Jesus! Where are you? Jesus! Where are you? Jesus! Where are you? Jesus!
Got a message.
Where are you?
John Up says pure goth. Catch you later, by the way, grip out.
Where are you? Jesus! Where are you? No hope! The cross! Bless you, sirs! I'm losing, Dominic says. But it feels so slick. Sometimes you think there's no hope. Hey, you broken man! Hold on to your wounded! Face your disgrace! 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 But your prayers got no pain! You reach for the pain! Get ready for the end! In your concrete grave! Let the river free, baby! Thanks for the cigarette.
David Johnson, finally some decent Jehovah's Witness techno, because that is what the world wanted.
Really?
Well, go on then.
That was a bit preachy.
That was a bit preachy. I'm not too sure what, you know.
I don't know what it was preaching because I could only hear half the words, and I certainly couldn't read the screen because my eyes are fucked.
Yeah.
It
Jen
reminded
liked
me.
it.
It reminded me of some of Bob Calvert's stuff.
Okay.
You wouldn't know who Bob Calvert was.
No, I
Doesn't
thought that was
matter.
a gardener.
No. Bob Calvert was one of the lead singers for Hawkwind and also wrote an awful lot of their stuff and did stuff like that.
Okay.
Shouty, preachy stuff. Completely different. I mean, he was obsessed with aeroplanes, so it was usually something very obscure. But that same sort of shouting.
Yeah.
But shouting with a backbeat. If I have a criticism of the track, then halfway through, I would have liked to have gone into a thrashy instrumental bit. It was almost like it was building up to that, and then there would be a bit, but the shouty bit carried on, and the shouty bit would have been better if there'd been an interval where there just would have been a bit of sort of almost
jazz.
No, thrashy metal type stuff. With a still bomb, and then it could have gone back into the shouty bit, and it would have had a bit more emphasis, as it was, because there was less variation. After a while, I wouldn't say you lost interest, but the interest didn't grab you, whereas at the start it grabbed you.
Yeah, it did feel a bit samey towards the end. It's funny you should say about tracks that have a shouty influence over it. We're planning one with Doghouse soon, so you should hear something very similar to that, but in a Clown Jewel style. I don't know how to. I thought the vocals were a bit much.
Yeah, they went on too long.
Yeah.
I said it needed an interval in the middle, which would have given the vocals a bit more emphasis, because then you would have been waiting for them to come back.
Yeah. Sam Fest says, wouldn't have a problem with this track stopping me in the street to speak about Jesus. Excellent. Who else said? Somebody said, Manny Angled One says Hawkwind. So yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So
Yeah.
it's, Calvert days.
Mick Nunn says couldn't read and listen to the lyrics at the same time.
Yeah.
Morgan says, did Jesus ever get back to him? I don't think so. That was many angled ones, right? Yeah. So he's in the comments now.
Yeah, it's
So,
unusual.
We knew the last track we got from you was a bit unusual as well. I like it. It just like the vocals just went on a bit for me. Personal preference. Yeah, I like maybe a 7. I hate marking things that
I don't mark them anymore. That's
I
the
know,
thing, because there's no point. I just try to offer constructive criticism.
Yeah.
And as I said, my constructive criticism would have been stop the vocals and have a minute of thrashy stompiness in the middle, and then go back into the vocals again, which would have made the vocals that little bit more compelling.
On the vocals.
Yeah.
You've had the idea for months now.
Yep, we have had the idea months now. Months and months and months.
Because the vocals built up in frantic nature.
Space.
Yes,
they did.
And I was expecting something to happen.
The track underneath it was kind of good. The bass line was growly.
Yeah.
Time and search ahead. Space. Time and
dominant.
Yeah, massively. I think that was
Space.
It might get you into the set for Kleinfest, mate.
Space. Can life exist? Space. Can life
Okay, this is not what I expected. John Alchemy says your criticism is right on point. That's why we have Linz on the show. I just say I hate Psytrance, give me a techno beat. Lindsay's on for this is what I expected.
By the way, what were they saying to start? Was it bass or space?
Of this one? I'll pass. You want me to go back?
No. Because that's the whole thing. No, because you can't tell.
Yeah, it's your crossword.
You know? Right? Space. It could be I could be either.
Yeah.
It would be good. Basically, maybe it's space in space. Space.
That would be a glowing flag. Space. Glowing flag.
Man has searched the heavens.
John Alchemy says getting more often. The last guy, yeah, like I say, he's put in a few tracks. Like I say, they're very often.
All is good.
Yep. Forces you out of your comfort zone.
Yep. All my familiar space.
I really dig this guy's stuff. More track than he's ever put in.
Space. Search the heavens. Space. Time.
It is space and time.
Search the heavens.
Right. I used to listen to an album called Celtic Cross.
Oh.
Was the title of the album. I think it was a compilation album.
The answer never stops.
Dragonfly was the record company who used to think of jobs.
Deep into space.
They had a track called Watch the Skies, and this reminds me a lot.
Deep into space. Exploration of the heavens.
And I like it. It's spacey.
But the answer never stops.
I like it, but you know when an artist puts something in and they put in such quirky stuff, and you're like, oh, this is going to be
Take a close look at this
Set
sphere.
Boy on Crack is going to be all over the place.
Solid
you know,
globe that we're looking at.
and then they put some business
outside
track, and now I've got the markings of track.
Now,
I'm
take a
hoping
closer look.
for an
Now,
onslaught of just
We're
crazy.
inside the bowl looking out. Done no trick with the sphere.
So unfortunately,
Simply
my
changed
expectations
their
of your track is, which is a shame, because it was a good track.
Yeah, I liked it. But it's an album track.
Yeah,
I would like that. It's like a little track
breather.
in between some other things, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, interlude more
yeah,
than.
this is
more
it.
than, yeah.
It's something that you listen to on headphones rather than something that you dance to, even though it had a dancey beat.
Yeah. I don't know, if I have to put a number on it, I guess it'd somewhere be a thumbs up.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, ladies and germs, we are coming up to the last few tracks of the show. 5
Which is good because my arse has gone numb.
Tell me a Buddha. Oh, Sam Fett, you're up next, mate. Looks like somebody has just added a comment, though. I do hope it's not a track.
As he talks, he paints a picture with words and with gestures.
Yeah. Slug. I got pissed off once and I got pissed off twice. Yeah. When shit's not right, it's time to lift off high. Now I list off guys who chat that shit, talk fight. This graveyard's empty. How you telling me hip hop died? Since rap begun, I've been hiding heat behind my dragon's tongue. Sardinist, no karate kid, don't call me Danielson. No color when it downpours, trap me when I'm outdoors. Stories never ending, I'm Bastion on Falcor. Banging on the house door, but the lights are off. The monster's reaching for my head again, he wants to buy it off. If this is a nightmare, I'm hoping Kruger comes, cause I can barely run, let alone learn to shoot a gun. All you feel is fake, this shit, you can't make it pretty. Form of torture, pouring water on your paper cities. Washed up, like my hands, scrubbing up these blood stains. All you do is complain, something else to lovely. I'm still just lost, spitting funk, getting love from my drunk bars. Living tough like a mug in the junkyard. About Paradise City, give it up for the rap life committee. I'm still just lost, spitting funk, getting love from my drunk bars. Living tough like a mug in the junkyard. About Paradise City, take it back to when Bastard Rhyme shimmy. I wasn't old enough, told to grab the flag and hold it up. Everything I did, I pushed it off the clock with shoulder touch.
It really
I've been
is,
living on the lies and the gimmicks.
Mario's put it very, very well. It says better than the streets. I agree. And again, this is produced in a bedroom or a corner, you know. Sam, if you're watching right now, where did the vocals come from? Tell me somebody laid those vocals down for you. If it did, you're getting a 10.
See them in a crystal ball. I'll be eating mushroom clouds when the missiles fall. Yes, it's difficult because everyone is struggling. We hate the trash, yeah, you fly around the rubbish bin. Don't matter what pub I'm in or how many drugs I swig. We got our poison and we do it for a comfort thing. Or the fun of it, no walking, I run with it. Tumbling, I stumble down the rabbit hole I wandered in. I'm still just lost. Spitting funk, getting
it's got elements of the Far Side in it for me as well. Playful hip hop.
Yeah. About Paradise City, give it up for the
this is completely out of my comfort zone. I never listen to hip hop.
Oh, I do like it.
But when I listen to it and I know quality.
And here it is, you know. That's why I want to know if the vocals have come, if you've lifted them or something, or if they're genuinely yours. Because that was great, Sam. That really, really was great. Like I say, I wait until you get back to me for the vocal question before I give you a score on that one. But that was beautiful, mate. Absolutely beautiful. And something that, you know, not that you pump out a lot of hip hop and stuff. Usually it's kind of faster. But that was lovely.
I can appreciate it even if I don't like it.
Oh, John Alchemy says, not enough expertise in the rap, but it sounds good to me. Ooh, sounds like fighting talk. Oh, I hope Sam's not watching. Right. Stevie Averine coming up next. 7-minute track. That is long as you like, Stevie. One way or the other. End all the way from Ireland.
Got a nice pace. Oh God, I ache.
Yeah. It's a marathon these days, doing the URL.
I should bring my cushion along with me.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
That's alright. Too late now. It's gone numb. Nice. Accompanied by dog chewing on bone.
It's nice solid 8 track there, Steve. And a thumbs up from Liz?
Yes, definitely. As I said, it chugged along like a steam train. I liked it.
Jen, is this your donk? I don't think it is. Great name, by the way.
Nice.
Lift the kick a bit, Jen. It's very quiet.
The kick is quiet.
Yeah, even with a little bit turning up, lift the kick a bit, Jen. You might be coming in with a bigger one.
This pandemic is crippling families.
Oops. Yeah, the kick needs to be lifted and the synth line needs to be turned down very slightly.
Pull down a little bit. Loving the mood, loving the vibe,
Yeah.
absolutely loving the vibe.
Another one that's got all that.
Yeah, head down, free party stomp.
Which is why the kick needs to be pulled up.
Yeah. Jason Marsh wants to see the synth started lower and increased in sound from the track. Yeah.
I like it when she reverses it. Let's go.
Manny says the vibe is great. Yeah, absolutely, the vibe is great. Just needs taming a little bit, Jen. Bring the kick up a little bit. Lower the synth lines. Just a touch. Oh yeah. Welcome to the end of the URL. We are now 2 hours 55 minutes and 16 seconds into the show.
Fading.
Oh yeah. Are you passing my way? Jen, absolutely dig what you got. Noises are great. Structure's good.
Drive's good.
Yeah, drive, vibe, all there. The only thing that's wrong with that track is a tiny little bit of mixing. Synths down a little bit, drums up a bit, a little bit sharper on the drums, and I think you're there twice.
Yeah.
Darren Sullivan says hot track. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Jen, that was lovely. That was lovely. Just like, I'm going to give you an 8 now. I get the feeling that if you tame it a little bit more, you're pushing a 9.
Sherbet lemon.
I may pass.
That's okay, that's fine. I just need something to...
Yeah, sugar. I'll make some coffees in a minute. Jen, right. Whilst you're here. Jen also entered into the hardware jams, and I believe she's sitting in first place. I could be wrong on that. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to suffer some some minor adverts from YouTube. Ah, there we go. Right. So this is Jen's entry into this week's Hardware Jams competition, the Donk Challenge. And as far as I'm aware, she's winning, which is great. I voted for Jen personally. So I have pre-listened to this. I just wanted to get this out there as well. I'm surprised she didn't put this one in.
Nailed it, right? Yep, Donk Jam.
Oh, we're lying. Sorry, people.
Overnight, better love, energy, I just let it go. Switch the light for myself, soon will all be dust. Overnight, better love, energy, I just let it go. Switch the light for myself, soon will all be dust.
Can't help but smile, can you?
Like, a lot of people have never come across Donk. Yeah, you know, and I spent a lot of my 20s listening to this kind of shit. It's only when you come across people like that, it's like, oh shit, a lot of people think they're clubbing in their 20s.
Always gonna be something, always gonna be something standing in your way. 'Cause it's always gonna be something, always gonna be something standing in your way. 'Cause it's always gonna be something, always gonna be something standing in your way. 'Cause it's always gonna be, that's why I've never let nothing standing in my way.
It's just it. At the moment, so we don't even need to mark this track because it's a God-given that Jen's going to win. She's got 35 votes, and the person next to them has 21 votes. So well done, Jen. It's good to see Klein Army pushing themselves into areas they don't usually go into and smashing it.
Overnight, better love, energy, I just let it go. Switch the light for myself, soon will all be dust. I can breathe, got my freedom, won't believe all we know is no.
Right, unfortunately we have to leave Jen there because we want to go home at some point. We actually want to... Oh my god, somebody else has put a fucking track in. All right, so we had 2 tracks left. We've
The
now got
first
3 to
time
go.
you looked
Shut
on.
up.
No more tracks, please.
No more tracks. There has to be a fucking cut off, right? It's gonna go boom along the way, isn't it? I bet it's the same fucking person. I know, it's Morgan. Alright, you can. And I might skip that one because that's just tribal stuff. Tollington, ladies and gentlemen, this is who I thought was playing earlier, but it wasn't. I don't want it. I'm like the last person. Get dog, they said. Be fun, they said.
Look at you.
I know, right? How can you stay angry at something that's that cute?
I know.
I fucking love Tollington stuff. I usually like sitting on the left riders.
Nice sounds.
Track of the fucking night, we're only like a minute in. Yeah.
It's very good.
Oh, mate, Tollington just fucking kicks asses. I had him headlining the techno section and now he ain't fucking playing. I'm pissed. I think he's in as well. I haven't seen him comment for a while, but I know he was there. Eleven.
It's got all the angry sounds.
In all the right places.
Yeah.
Callum, are you in the building? If not, it's a prime fucking shame. I know you miss a lot when you were out. Do it again!
Incorrect information, propaganda leads this nation. Quit talking like you have the solution. Hands up, it's time for a revolution. Propaganda.
Callum, don't hold back, mate. Do not hold back. Go fucking bonkers.
Yeah, track of the night for me too.
Yep.
It's just got all the elements. Including the spooky awkward sounds in the background. There is there.
It's got a tiny little hint of acid.
Yeah.
It's got some wobbly bass.
Nice vocals.
Yeah, Lauren. Being a bit distracted, I had to jump on and say this is a beast of the track. It fucking is, right? producers, don't even talk when your track's being played. Thank you to the hardcore that stayed through to the end. We still have 30 viewers on. This is insane. Thank you all so very much.
30 viewers and 2 hosts. Wow.
I can't believe Jim's got to get up early these days. Oh, I don't want it to stop.
Yeah, but again, proper lead in for the next track.
Yeah.
DJs, you know what I mean?
And like,
Professional.
he only pulled that down there. You know, so like DJs, like that's fair amount to, you know, just as long as the next track is about that long as auto mixing. That was beautiful. How long was that? 6 minutes and 10 seconds.
Really?
Yeah. Did you get bored?
Nope.
Not once. Man, the dude took us on a fucking incredible little journey. Track in the night, gold button. You're going through, man. You know,
Yeah.
if there was another round, you'd be in it and kicking ass. So.
And there was a little bit of acid in there towards the end.
Yeah, just hints,
Just a little bit.
hints,
Just a little bit of bubbly acid going on.
Honestly, yeah, it writes some just amazing stuff. Tollington, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who he is, get over and follow him right now on the SoundCloud. I'll give you a little link, actually. All you techno heads should absolutely, definitely jump over there and say thank you very much for producing, because you do it so well. Maybe not in those words, like, don't give him too big a head. Right, we've got a 2-minute little intro thing from Tribal Step. Joe Fox pointed me in these guys' direction, and they are actually really chuffing good. I'm working on a remix with them. Alan Crawford, Radio 1 would be all over that like a rash. Just joined the party and said, yo, I missed my track. Mark, those vocals were done for me by a good friend, Brad Slade. Then you're getting a 10, mate, because that is 100% original hip-hop coming out of the West Country. Top work, fella.
Play bass.
Very fucking well as well. All their stuff is just awesome. Yay, Callum is there. Tell me you just did a visual track, please. If do, rewind to the start of your track and join us here after you've finished. Yeah, it's not really drums, is it? Yeah.
Works really well with the bass.
Oh dear. Callum joined us just as we finished lamenting over his track. Yeah, honestly, go back, Callum. Not a bad word in the house from fucking anybody, just honestly. Track of the night for both of us. And then it's going to end.
Very good.
Very, very good. We all want to see more from Tribal Step. And Joe has said that they will be playing a set for Dirty as Funk at Clownfest. I just need to work out how that's all going to happen. I don't think we need to mark Tribal Step stuff because they just, you know, a festival band, 9 for a festival band, you know.
Excellent.
Excellent, awesome stuff.
Excellent.
Really, really good. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. There are one more track within the show. Honestly, and that's genuine, right? It's genuine. So yeah, I'm with you, Linz. I'm with you all the way. Right, as we meander into the last song, which is Morgan Juniper.
I hear nothing.
No.
I see pretty visuals, but I hear no music.
9-minute video, but after 5 minutes there's nothing. Yes, Callum, it is good to see Lindsay in the house. It's been great. It means I don't have to talk constantly for the fucking 2 hours.
No, and I can witter on about Hawkwind and bore the pants off everybody.
And it's been lovely to actually meet one of my friends again after like a year.
Oh,
about a year.
It's been so long. There's been a couple of I think I've done, 3 clown fests in the last sort of 13, 14 months. It's ridiculous. Sorry, URLs. And 1 clown fest. 1 night of 1 clown fest. It's like,
it's not enough.
No, it's not. And I prefer to be able to speak than have to type in the comments because I can't type very quickly. And usually by the time I type something, the track's over and we've moved on. Now I should shut up now and we'll listen to this.
Morgan says, no, it's 3 minutes 3 long. There's a tech issue. Yes, Morgan, there is definitely a tech issue. You are correct.
I can hear some lovely burbles going on in the background. They're very quiet.
Thank you. Like I say, thank you to all the people that are still watching. I think we've got about 10, 12 on YouTube, Facebook as well. Wow. Dead dying platform.
Some lovely noises going on in the background, but they're very, very muted.
Yeah.
Until the 200th.
Yeah. 20 weeks away, 22 weeks away.
Well, that was very nice.
It was very nice.
But the beautiful burbly bits in the background, which actually made the track, were so muted you could hardly hear them at all.
Yeah, I think that there needs to be some sort of remixing going on with the mix.
It was a nice sort of trancey, techie trance. Trancey, techie. I'm tired.
Yeah. Right then, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, I haven't marked it. I think you're falling somewhere around about a 7.2-ish. I think that's being kind of mean. But yeah, the elements did seem a little bit in the background.
And I don't think there would be the interference problem if the background was actually up higher.
You think so?
I don't know. I mean, the hi-hat was quite overpowering. That was the problem.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
It's too late. I'm tired.
Yeah, it's been 3 hours, 15 minutes of us talking about tunes. Morgan says, "Oh, you meanie." Yeah, sorry, Morgan. Sometimes I like your stuff. I do. You have intricate lines going on, and they dance together. That one didn't kind of dance for me. But I'm sure if you had a little rejiggle with it.
I want to hear more burbly sounds.
Yeah. The
They
ones
were
that are in the
nice. They
background.
were nice, burbly, tuneful sounds, and I could hardly hear them.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of Shout Out 7 Part 2. It's been a wild, eclectic mix of strange stuff this evening.
It has. And a few absolute bangers as well.
Absolutely.
I'm hardly able to speak at the moment. I need a coffee.
Yeah, I need a coffee desperately. Right, thank you all so much if you contributed this evening, whether you put a track in or you just liked or commented or shared the stream, because it goes a long chuffing way. It really, really does. I don't know. No, David Johnson did not have a track in the show this evening, and that surprises me because I saw 3 or 4 of his tracks being put in the URL group this week. Anyway, a fresh shout out will be going up on Monday. We will do this all over again on Tuesday. I'm going to do a talk about the Beast. Me and Warren are going to do a sample challenge on Friday. I just need to get some promo up for that. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your week, whatever it is that you do. I'm plumbing this week, so I can earn myself some synth tokens.
And I'm moving a piano tomorrow. Oh my god.
That'll be fun for you. I shall leave you this evening with Dirty Protest, which is out on the Dirtiest Funk label. Me and Lynn's are going to go drink coffee.
Yes, and then I've got to drive home. It's going to take me 40 minutes as well. So. God.
I did say it would be a late one this evening.
But damn it, you just got to stick it out.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I agree. Right, we are off, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you next week. Good
night, folks.
Where the fresh shout out goes up. Yeah, sweet dreams. Enjoy your week. We'll see you in a bit.